if we fight for the freedom of people who are most marginalized, then I think we're all more free. And in that sense, you know, one of the things that was very impacting coming back was even if my involvement was very much on the periphery, was really witnessing the Magic City fight. It was painful, right? Because it was an intersection of so many different issues. And you had organizations like FOM who were at the forefront, really, in their resistance to that development, who are also, you know, at the forefront of fighting for immigrant rights for, you know, Haitians. So you start to see these intersections of these issues. And that particular issue was wild because, you know, it was done through a land use mechanism that is clearly one that promotes gentrification and promotes the furtherance of deep income inequality. And there was sort of very little that could be done, right? Because again, like these laws were written and ordinances and regulations are written in such a way where it's very clear who they benefit. And there's like very little you can do, which is frustrating because you're thinking about at the local level, the notion should be that even if not everybody can access power, there's at least enough proximity to power for people to be able to have some sort of voice, right? But democracy is so limited, particularly in cities like Miami, you know, where power is as consolidated as it is, where an economic development strategy focuses on building housing units that are, you know, that are unoccupied for the majority of the year, you know, and maybe 60, 70% of those units in some parts of the city are unoccupied. You know, on a very personal note, like I really hate how difficult it is to be outspoken politically in, you know, if you lean progressive or if you're on the left. It's difficult. When I saw La Alianza Martiana, sure, they're very left-wing, right? They're like a total, you know, they're totally on the left, and I'm not even super familiar with the ideology, but when I saw that their building was vandalized a couple of months ago, I mean, it's kind of like a terrifying thought. And that's just like a very frustrating idea. And it feels like in many ways, in terms of political speech, not much has changed, you know, since the 70s or 80s or before that in Miami.